can you just talk about making a condo warrantable for our listeners who don't understand? Hey, what does that mean? Just give a little, give the 30-second rundown if you don't mind.
Yeah, and of course, I'm not as dialed into it anymore because I'm not really going to buy condos at this point. But basically, if you can get a conventional mortgage on a condo building, a lot of times it's just simply a binary yes/no. And there's basically three things, at least when I was doing this heavily, that would make a building not warrantable or warrantable. One of them is a set amount of reserves per unit, and that varies. It could be, I think, $3,000 a unit is, I think, a lot of times the minimum. There needs to be less than 50% need to be investor, it can be investor owned. So you have to have 50% or more owner occupied. And I believe also 10% of all collected HOA dues must be going to a reserve. So I think if you have those three things, I think a building's warrantable generally, where you can get conventional financing. And I've heard some lenders now are doing non-conventional or financing on non-warrantable condo buildings, but generally that's worse rates, it's worse terms. It's not the really great, 30-year fixed at super low rates that you can get if the building is warrantable. But of course, keep that in mind. If a building's barely not warrantable and you can get it at a 20% discount than one is, and you can get a loan for a slightly higher rate, that's probably a good buy, because there's kind of a shadow value there that's not being harnessed.
Yeah,
that's
Chris,
definitely worth keeping in mind.